Okay, Riba. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening, um, Madam Shaiza. Okay, thank you for approving my interview for my engineering society project. Okay, first I want to ask the first question, which is, can you please tell about your background as a teacher?
Okay, hello and hi. My name is Nur Shahiza binti Ghazali. I'm 32 years old. So, regarding my background, I studied teaching English as foreign language, or known as TEFL, at Institute Perguruan Ilmu Khas in Cheras, Kuala Lumpur. I was in a training program between the institute and a university in Australia, which is Queensland University of Technology. I spent about 2 years there, and I went back to Malaysia for my final year. It was a 5.5 year program under Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. So now I've been teaching English language for 7 years.
Okay, okay, we move to the second question, which why did you choose to become a teacher?
Okay. Becoming a teacher is mostly influenced by my sisters. My first and third sisters are teachers, while my second sister works as a nurse. So they are all in the government sector. So my mother really pushed me to take on teaching. My sisters also encouraged me to be a teacher. So I went to the interview and did it. So I suppose teaching has always been in the family, as some of my uncles and cousins are teachers. So it felt really easy to follow the path.
Okay, okay, now we move to the third question. How do you overcome the mental and physical challenge as a teacher?
Okay. I think nowadays the issue of mental health is widely discussed among Malaysian. It is a good sign that we Malaysians are breaking the tradition of this taboo issue. Okay, now to talk about mental challenges for me as a teacher. Once you are becoming a teacher, you get posted or stationed at a school decided by the Ministry of Education. Okay, so some of my friends are stationed deep in the jungle to teach anak orang asli. Some are stationed in Sabah and Sarawak, which is not their first choice, as some of them are from Peninsula Malaysia. So basically, some of them face mental challenges as they are away from the family. Uh, they can't also connect with the family as for the poor telephone connection. So, but as for me, even though I'm only posted in Selangor, I have no friends near my school area, and no close family around the area as well. I also rent a place from strangers. And I don't know that time Shah Alam very well. So for the first 3 months, I would just stay home after school. But I tried to break free from that, and I made new friends at school and trying to get along with my colleague and try to assimilate myself with the school culture. As for the physical challenge, I'm lucky that I get to drive to the school, where some of my friends that teach in the rural area, they had to walk or even had to take on boat rides to go to the school.
Now we move to the fourth. What are the tips for fresh graduate to have a conductive office environment?
All right. Okay. My advice for the fresh graduates: when you are entering the world of working, try to be at the same wavelength as your colleagues and the administrator. You don't want the first thing at your workplace, you don't want to piss anyone off. There's also this thing called the working culture. every workplace has at least a culture. For example, the culture of no loud music in the office. So some might take this as just a common sense. Okay, there might not be a set of rules in the office, but we have to respect our colleagues and also try to reserve unnecessary comments to the other, and just be nice to the people, dress appropriately. Other than that, be mindful of your words. Please avoid talking about politics, because we have to remember they are our colleagues, not friends that we ought to share.
Okay. Uh, can you list some of the routine or practice that you normally perform to create a conductive environment at your workplace?
Okay, so usually when you are at a new workplace, the first thing that you want to do is to have your desks or table organized the way you like it, so you will find it comfortable for you to work long hours, because you're gonna spend about 8-10 hours on that place. Okay, so and also try to remember the colleague's name as soon as possible.
Okay. Now we move to the next question. What are the challenges or difficulties you have faced while working with other people?
Okay, there are challenges when you are working with people, as they have opinions and also they have emotions. As for me, the challenges I experience would be because I'm still a young teacher. So my opinions are regarded as unimportant. Okay, so it is also a challenge when you are working with people double your age. Okay, and they are struggling with technologies, so they keep using their age as a factor to turn down any task. So those are the challenges that I face.
Okay. Did any change occur in the office environment due to this pandemic? If yes, how did the change affect your work?
Okay, now the culture of the teachers, usually we bond together over food and chit chatting during the break. That's when we meet each other after class at the canteen. So during the break time, we talk about what happened in the classroom and how to cater some of the students. But due to the pandemic, the canteen at the school is closed. So that's one of the culture we no longer practice. We don't gather uh, together anymore at the canteen. So I noticed that when we got a few new teachers at our school, uh, there are no interaction. There are lack of interaction between us and the new teachers, as we don't have a social place to be together. So
Okay.
that's what I experienced.
Okay, now we move to the next question. Have you dealt with any problematic colleagues? If you have, how did you approach them?
Okay, so there was this one program I was in charge of, which was the Children's Day. It involved the whole school, so everyone, all the teachers had to participate to help with the program. But some of the teachers didn't prepare the prizes for the children. So instead of just managing the event, I had to do the task as well. So of course, I was disappointed and devastated, but I learned so much from the incident. So I try to motivate myself to do better, for the next program. Also, when you are facing difficulties, you are always not alone. You can always report to the higher ups or the administrators and let them deal with it.
Okay. Okay, now the next question. How do you solve major issue or obstacle when carrying out a project?
Okay, there's no major setbacks for me yet, but I do have simple problems that can be addressed right away during the events, because usually we will have meetings after meetings. before a program to avoid any mishap.
Now into the last question. In your opinion, what are some of the characteristics of a positive and a conductive working environment?
Okay, for me, to have a conducive working environment, it's kind of easy when the first thing is there's no seniority in the office. No one is more powerful than the others. Everyone should be treated the same, even though you might lack in experience. But I think along the way, you need to gain respect of the people instead of people showing power to you, then only you have to respect them. Okay, and the second one, I think everybody can share their opinions without being judged, and also at the workplace, it is always good not to make inappropriate jokes where everybody should be feeling comfortable and safe at their working place.
Okay, Madam Sheza, thank you for the cooperation, and that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you.